Hello everyone, my name is Roya and today I'm coming to you with the worst books that I read in 2025. The worst one, which is the last one I'm going to talk to you about, actually has some serious issues, and it's the only one on this list where I would say literally don't read it. Even if you get it for free, don't read it. Like, don't bother. It's that bad. The rest of these books, honestly, they didn't really have a like problematic aspect to it. They just had some serious issues with the quality of the book and the story, and just like not being thought out enough and not working really. And so you're gonna see the first 4 books I'm gonna talk about really have a lot of the same issues. So this is obviously not me saying that you're stupid if you like these books, except for the last one I'm going to talk about. Honestly, I'm very sorry. You are stupid if you like it. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get right into these books. Coming in at number 5, we have The North Wind. So I had a lot of really disappointing reads in the past year, and the reason why I ended up having this one make this list is mainly because the writing seriously reads like it was written by AI. If I didn't know any better, if I didn't know that a human being wrote this, I would have thought this was AI writing because it was so bad. Among other issues that I had with this book, mainly the main character is very, very cookie cutter. She's very like the exact same character that we get in a lot of books. The like feisty, no nonsense like woman who is like trying to save everybody and whatnot, and she just has no personality other than being really badass, and I just don't get it. I want to read about badass ladies, but like this was not it. And then also the love interest was super, super flat, and there was no reason. This is also a like enemies to lovers type of thing, or like hate to love type of thing, and there was nothing in here that made me want this couple to be together or in any way be convinced that they would actually fall in love. There was like nothing there. It was so flat. And then every conflict that happened was just really flat. Everything was just super underdeveloped, and I was really, really unhappy with this book. I really wanted to quit reading it so many times. Coming in at number 4, we have The Atlas 6. This is similarly just really underdeveloped, really flat, really boring. The whole time I was reading this, I did not understand what the point was. I did not understand why we were following these characters. They did not appear to have distinct personalities from each other or anything, and I was really, really, really bored. I feel like the reason that I put this one on the list in particular is because it's so hyped. For the most part, the problems I had with this book mirror the problems I've had with many of the books that I've read in the past year. However, this one, being that it's such a hyped book, it's very beloved by a lot of readers, and I just had to put it on this list because I don't get it. I don't understand why this book is as beloved as it is. It's really, there's nothing to it. It is completely flat. Coming in at number 3, The Mercy Makers by Tessa Gratton, I'm sorry. This was a really disappointing read to me because I thought I was gonna really like it, but it ended up being really, really lackluster, and a lot of the detail that we get in the book is just missing its detail. So like, for instance, what her abilities are and how they work, we don't really understand why she, you know, what this or that thing actually does. So for instance, she's like, oh, if only I had my red glove, I could do this, and we never see the red glove in action because she loses it at the beginning of the book, and so we never actually see what it is that she does with it, for example. So that's just one of many, many, many examples of why this book fell flat, and how much detail it was missing. And then also just the plot was super underdeveloped and really not thought out at all, and this book was therefore really disappointing. Coming in at number 2, we have Exquisite Ruin. This is also just really flat, but the reason why it is so high on this list is because we only see the same 2 characters. There are very, very few other characters in the entire book. And so not only is this a very boring romance where we don't understand why these two people would ever want to be together because they don't appear to have any actual chemistry at all, and it is therefore absolutely insufferable to read. But there's nothing else going on in the whole book. There's gratuitous sex in flashback where it does nothing because it does nothing for the story because we don't understand who these people are and why they would ever want to be together. And then there's nothing else going on in the whole book, and I don't get it. Finally, coming in at number 1, the worst book and arguably the only actual problematic book that I read in 2025 is Under the Oak Tree. This is literally about Stockholm Syndrome, and that's not what it is advertised as. This is supposed to be some kind of romance, but basically what the love interest assaults the main character multiple times, and like she ends up falling in love with him. And so at the beginning of the book, you know, for like the first half of the book, I was thinking maybe this book is about her getting away from this guy and like figuring it out on her own and whatnot. But like, no, she falls in love with this guy. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why? And this book drove me crazy to read. I read it in one day because it was just so bad that I had to get through it and just make this video. I knew it was going to be number 1 on this list. So then, to make matters even worse, there is a part in it towards the end where the two main characters find a litter of kittens, and they say that they imply pretty heavily that the kittens have just been born, which a kitten that's just been born cannot eat on their own, and they have no eyes or ears, but they literally just like give these cats a dish of milk and they just lap it up, which that's not what kittens do. Kittens can't eat on their own until they're 4 weeks old. And then also, milk is really bad for kittens. You could literally kill them if you give them any milk that is not cat milk. That is literally stupid. So even though I had all these other problems with this book, there were plot holes, there was sexual assault by the love interest, and this entire book was just a hot mess. The final straw was misinformation about how to care for kittens. I'm sorry. You cannot do that. And now there are probably people who might read this book and might think that you give cats milk. Nope. It's not how it works. Sorry. So anyway, sorry for that rant about freaking giving milk to kittens. I don't fucking know. So anyway, those are the books that I found to be the worst / most disappointing in 2025. So anyway, let me know if you've read any of these and have any thoughts on any of these. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye.